Can your Chama open or invest in a money market fund account? As I answer this question, I want us to understand that kuna two types of Chamas whereby some are registered and others are not registered. And therefore, this is the topic that I want to talk about or to address in this video. I will also talk about some of the benefits that you will get to enjoy when you open this account. I will talk about the account opening options for the two types and what you will require to open these accounts as a Chama. And finally, I will tell you where you are going to open these accounts. So you can share this video with your fellow members and friends or use it to educate your Chama during your next meeting. So karibu sana, my name is Otachi and together we learn about personal finance and investment. And my mission, my friends, is to empower at least one person who has refused to remain the same and will say no to financial ignorance. And if that sounds like you, please join me as we take these steps to break the poverty cycle. So can a Chama open a money market fund account? The answer is yes, they can. If in case you are hearing this for the first time, a money market fund account is an investment account that will help you to save or invest your funds while giving you a return on investment that is bigger than the inflation rate. Basically, it is an account just like your bank account, ama M-Pesa account, only that it offers you better returns and better safety for your money. Both individuals and groups can open these accounts alike. So for a Chama, what are some of the benefits that you should expect now that you're getting into this? So number one is funds growth. You see, many Chamas already are together for financial related activities, which may include things like savings or investments. Most of them are just doing merry-go-rounds, by the way, which for many times I've said that is a waste of time and does not really add value to any of you. For example, you are 10 people and muna contribute nyote 10k just to give 100k to someone. It might feel like ni pesa mingi at the end of the month. You will eventually go through 10 months of going round and round, but you are earning nothing extra apart from the little that you gave out. And this is not a wise way to grow financially. This is more like filling maji kwa basket ama water into a bucket that has holes. So therefore, you should come up with a strategy whereby you are either growing your money or you are preserving it. And this is where the money market fund accounts come into play. They will help you achieve preservation and growth at the same time. At the end of the year, each and every coin that you have deposited into your money market fund account earns something on top. So the next benefit is passive income. This is simply saying that the money that you've deposited will be working for you. I know so many Chamas have a lot of money lying somewhere in the banks or in the hands of the treasurer mwenye hata hamjui anafanya nini. And some of them have been put in places like Mshwari lock accounts, some Tufani bank accounts, savings accounts, and where they are not getting anything in return. Some other Chamas are in a rush to buy land, maploti or properties without even having funds enough to develop those properties. Then they will take several months after that to raise money to develop those dormant properties. And instead of doing this, you can as well decide to invest this lump sum in a money market fund account, and the returns that you get from your money will be compounding and helping you to grow this capital to an even bigger amount. One other thing that people don't really know about is that the return on investment that some of these accounts do give you, these MMF accounts, are even more, even more than twice what some of the properties that you're investing in will be giving you. So as a Chama, do not be in a rush to put your lump sum saving into this dead capital. Do not be that group that is net worth rich but broke. So the savings that you have can actually turn into an asset, an income generating asset, and that is what we call paper asset. So some of you that have been asking, we have this money here and we are yet to figure out exactly where we're going to put the money or in what business or in what asset, this is the time that you need to consider a money market fund account. And therefore, the next benefit is accountability and security. And by this, I mean that as a group, you will get access to statements that will account for every coin that you have deposited in that account. account, whether it is withdrawals, deposits, all that. So it is going to take away stress of having to do that manually, ama treasurer kusumbuka, and this gives you more time to do the things that you love doing together. Hizo zingine za social. And on the security part, it also addresses the issues that all your money is in one person's hands and the rest of you are just chilling there waiting for your turn to receive the money. So on the other side of security pia, the money market funds have a structure that protects the money that the investors wameka ndani. So the fund manager cannot decide to disappear na pesa za investors. The other benefit is guarding you against inflation, which is the rate at which your money is losing value. So while you're busy collecting and accumulating, if you're keeping it somewhere where it is not appreciating, imebaki tu vile vile, then you are actually doing the opposite. Unakula the value of your money, and in 2 or 3 years the purchasing power of that money will not be the same as it is right now. The other benefit that you're going to enjoy is something known as liquidity. This is one of the benefits that you do not get when you invest in, say, something like a sacco or a fixed deposit. This is not to say that hizo zingine ati si important, but for you to be able to have both growth and capital preservation and accessibility in case of any emergency, mnaweza mka access, money market funds are the options that you need to consider. So in summary, if you are saving towards a given goal, for example raising money to buy an asset or start a business, or you're just encouraging one another in the Chama to save, to have money for certain future expenses, the next thing as a group that you need to do chap is to open a money market fund account. Well, let's talk about account opening. As I earlier said, your group could either be registered or not registered, and by this I know you already fully understand what that means. After all, most of the chamas that are out here are those ones zenye haziko registered. And so to start with the registered groups, these are some of the requirements that you will need to provide at the point of opening these money market fund accounts. So make sure you have the registration documents, then also make sure that you have the minutes of the meeting that members agreed to open the money market fund account, and finally have the signatories' details such as their KRA PIN, their personal identification, and with this you can now go ahead and open that Chama money market fund account. And when it comes to the non-registered groups, the approach that we take in this case is slightly different. Now that there are no registration documents za Chama, what you will need to open is an account through your signatories. And what they are going to do is to go through a process that opens a joint account. And if your signatories are, let's say, the chairman, the treasurer, and maybe the secretary, then how own your what sign up to open this account. And for them to be able to do that, they will need to have their personal identification, vitu kama KRA PIN, their IDs, their personal information such as addresses and the likes, and with that wako ready to open this account. So when it comes to withdrawing your money, these are the same people who will be co-signing, or together watakuwa na confirm the prompt to transact if this is going to be done digitally. So from my personal experience, opening this account using the signatories in the form of joint account has been one of the easiest ways for so many chamas, because it comes with less demands or requirements. Vitu kama minutes, kila time if you want to do something lazima mkuje na minutes for the meetings that you've had. But again, you see, people like doing things differently, so whatever is best for me might not be best for you. And whenever I do a presentation or talk to a group and mention this kind of alternative via joint where they are opening as a joint account, most people bring up zile issues, what if they decide to run away with our money, what if they do not transact on behalf of the group, and blah blah blah, hizo story, and do things by themselves. And you see, my obvious answer to this is that with or without the money market fund account, someone is already handling your money as a group. And in this case, it can even be ni one person who's handling that account, but you still are okay. Hata kama ni bank account, it will still take the signatories, your leaders. If they decide to bail on you even right now, bado wata bail on you. So you'd rather choose your signatories very well and work with the people that you trust and feel safe with. And I think that this is the place where you should start with your security of your money. Last but not least, where can you open these accounts? There are so many places that you can consider, by the way. Currently, kuna kuna over 26 providers who are giving us these options. We also call them fund managers, which is actually their name. You can check out the videos that I do every week, the reviews of how they are performing, so that you can settle on one company that has good client service, has good competitive returns, it is reliable, it is convenient, and by the way, most of these companies are giving a great service. But since hakuna mwenye amenilipa to advertise for them, yeah, if you want really to get my recommendation, tunaweza kutana tu huko behind the tent, I have done several videos, by the way, reviewing most of the companies, and I will be doing more and more. So make sure you subscribe so that usikose any of these reviews, so that you settle for the best companies. Na pia, you can use the links below to access me, or maybe to learn more about the money market funds in my masterclass, which you can do at your own time. Above all, I wish you all the best as you change your approach to reach your financial goals even better. Please watch this video over here so that you can get other better insights, and how to get further ahead, even better financially. And for any comments, questions, or feedback, you can leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you and bless the work of your hands.